Hollow Highlands rent. That's 4 GSA packages.
Who's the PSA with?
With Tabor. Any questions on the HAC? This will be the last package. This will be the last group of schools that the board has asked us to do all the classrooms and administration areas. So at the end of the summer, we anticipate that all schools will have new HAC online.
Just a question, maybe I can get, those packages that went out for GSA right now, approval, means that the construction is still will commence soon, right? Were they bid out, already?
They're under the preliminary service agreement, so yes, we do have preliminary data, and we'll be presenting that to the board next week. Technology infrastructure, again, this is the hard components of the technology. This was the infrastructure, the 10 gig backbone, and the wireless and the switch deployment. Right now we have approximately 30 sites that are, we're being told that there's 30 sites that are live right now where they have all of the drops in and the wireless is active. District technology personnel are going through and they're completing the wireless and switch deployment at the remaining primary schools. They anticipate being complete with that by sometime in the summer. They should complete all of the primary sites. So this is the hard portion of that. This is not the classroom enhancements portion of it.
Are the wireless routers protected with passwords?
They do have passwords on it. It'll be very similar to if you try to use the wireless at 10.
Every student that has one is going to give it to us.
So there was a rumor going around that their wiring was no good, and that it wouldn't support the computers needed for Common Core. Is that fixing that? I mean, when they're hardwired and everything's upgraded through this technology infrastructure expenditure, what will a school have?
The school will have a 10 gig backbone system with 6 hard drops per classroom and wireless coverage for that classroom.
Okay, so if they were going to do a computer lab somewhere to handle the testing, would that work?
No.
We are being told that if you want to do testing, they're recommending that you hard connect for the testing. What that'll do is that'll give you that hard connection to that 10 gig backbone. If you're doing it on wireless, obviously the wireless degrades the more that we put on it. But each of the sites, and we'll move on to what we're doing for the classroom enhancement portion of it, which by default will support the statewide testing program. But for the statewide testing program, depending on the size of the school, it's 1 to 2 technology classrooms or technology labs that'll be available. In the secondary, they're looking at the ability to test 38 students at a single time. To do that, that requires 10 hard drops because they said they can do 4 computers per hard drop. On the elementary, they're anticipating 36 students being tested simultaneously. So those will all be hard connected at this time, at least that's our belief.
Through this right here?
That will be somewhat a portion of this. For the classroom enhancement portion of it, if we had 6 drops, we needed to add 4 drops to a classroom to allow them to call that a testing lab or a computer lab.
And will that be done with Measure C money, or will that be done with the money that's coming in through the local control funding formula?
Most of the hard construction, Measure C's paying for that, and that's out of the classroom enhancement. If you remember, modernization had a portion of it was for classroom enhancement technology. A portion of that money is being used now rather than waiting for the modernization process. So the hard portions of that is being paid for using Measure C funds.
Do we have a total of how much more that is, other than, isn't this like 11 million or?
This particular package is around 11. The classroom enhancements was around 12 million total.
Okay.
And right now I believe they spent around 2 million. And that includes the staff that they brought in to configure the computers, set the computer labs up.
Well, no, the hardware infrastructure should be labs.
The hardwire portion of it.
It's already been completed?
The additional 4 drops.
TIS right now is deploying computers for the classroom. portion of it. Here we go, classroom enhancement. Again, 1 to 2 computer labs depending on population. Measure C is doing electrical, any additional drops that they're required, or if they need computer furniture. And right now, the technology department is moving through and they're deploying the computers that are purchased.
So that says middle and elementary, right?
Which one? Down here?
The hardwired 38 computers and 36 computers?
38 for the middle or the secondary,
So that
and
includes high
36
school?
for the elementary.